So I'm here with Corey and Khalid, and you guys have a huge movie premiere taking place on Friday, January the 3rd. The movie's called My Cherie Amour. Did you get permission from Stevie Wonder to rock that title or what?
Not for the title, but we just using the title. We didn't use the music or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a great title. It's a great title. Tell us, what is the movie all about?
So the movie is kind of in the vein of an older film called Single White Female.
That's classic.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
a classic movie. One of my favorites, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's an interesting film. I watched it years ago, and a friend of ours out of LA, he had the script idea. He said it was along the same lines as that film. When I heard that, I was like, oh, let me check it out. Read it, loved it, and the rest was history.
Now, we also don't have a lot of movie premieres that take place in Kansas City, and we also don't have a lot of film productions that take place in Kansas City, but this film was shot entirely here locally. What's the importance of doing that, and how has the film community grown in the past few years?
Very important, man. We have a goal of building the film community here on a state level, city level, a regional level. Very important for original works to come out of the city and then have a national impact, and then if we had our way, even a global impact. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So the talent involved in front and behind the camera, were there Kansas Cityans involved in both facets?
100%. We produced this movie with about 20 people total. You know what I mean? So it was just a group of us, friends got together. We're like, we're gonna do it. It's gonna be all Kansas City. We held an actors boot camp to bring the community together, get them a bit of training, and then we kind of cast it through the boot camp, and then moved on into production.
Now, the importance of filming locally is you're now allowed to do so because it's more financially beneficial because of the tax incentives. Sort of explain what the tax incentives mean to you as a filmmaker and as producers.
This movie was actually produced before the tax incentive went into effect. So we did that through our own efforts. But the tax incentive is going to bring larger productions, larger opportunities. We're hoping to get some of those calls for whenever those come in, and we actually did get a call this year for one of those as well. We produced a Lifetime original movie that'll be airing next month as well. And so we're just hoping that between some of these larger networks, we get some of these calls and we're able to produce some larger projects.
Yeah, do what we do.
So that's part of your future plans. Kind of explain what you're planning on doing in 2025 and beyond in terms of film production in Kansas City.
Yeah, so really, Corey kind of touched on it. We want to produce a film production hub in the Midwest. You know what I mean? We have the the usual cities for film production: Atlanta, New York, LA, things like that. People don't think about Kansas City as a film town, but we've always saw it as that. We've been doing this for about 7 years now, and so the goal would be for us to produce a hub here in Kansas City where we can bring films here and demonstrate that we can make Kansas City look like 5 different countries, look like different cities, just as well as any other major city can in the country.
No, congratulations for all you do. That's big. Film production here in Kansas City, right now, down the road. But currently, we're talking about My Cherie Amour, Friday, January 3rd, B&B Theaters, Main Street. Congratulations on all your success, and we look forward to seeing what you do in the future.
Thank you.
See you Friday, man.
Friday, yeah.
All right, thanks, Sean. And as you heard him say, My Cherie Amour premieres this Friday at B&B Theaters on Main Street at the Power and Light District. Now, the actors and the crew will start arriving on the red carpet at 8 o'clock that night, and the movie starts at 9:15. There will be a Q&A with the director and the cast following the movie around 11:30. Tickets are $30 and they can be purchased online at agakc.com. In the meantime, we want to get one last look at the forecast because we have some changes coming our way.
Yeah, we're going to be just fine for today, but after today,